Ah, you are one of the key drivers. Ah, come close now.
With 3 million votes. Small
Three
boy.
what?
3 million. Small boy.
How you go? Like how many million population Lagos get? Where you go game?
I'm
You
from
get
Lagos now, I'm not from Lagos. I have my religion.
which support group?
Take back Nigeria support.
Are you sure?
Headed by Mr. Jan.
Really? You're part of Take Back Nigeria. If you go, tell Jack say you speak to Maz, okay? Tell Jack that you do you speak with Jack?
Yeah, we did talk for WhatsApp. My phone is not
Okay, tell him you spoke to Maz, okay?
I don't connected to Jack. No certain Emmanuel. Our interview is going far. So
Where is
our guy is one of the I will collect official. I will collect that number. Is one of the official.
what official with you?
News. Like I know my organ. I've been seeing you on.
Which one?
I see you on so many interview with some top people. I follow your.
You follow me, and yet you say you no go vote.
I try to go. When that they reach. Now that day we will go last side here we will vote.
Okay.
Our polling need their side.
So anybody will do anyhow go collect water.
But what I want to
What you want to do? What?
like, I want to know. As Nigerians we are, I want to know why is it that our people,
Which people?
being Igbo people, we are not cooperative to ourselves.
In what sense? In what sense?
By being in unity of ourselves, by recognizing of ourselves, being protecting of ourselves, being negotiating anything pertaining, moving forward together. And this one will say, you are not my, the Anambra. This one will say, the Enugu. That's the differentiate of the way our Igbo people, because of the traditional rulers, how they play it. When you go to North, you see how North used to be in one unity because of they have one emir. And that emir in every state, I'm seeing that when you have traditional rulers all over the communities, in every region, you are putting a lot of confusionalists to the people. That's true.
So what you're saying now,
Yeah.
that Igbos are not united, that the North is more united than the
Yes.
No, hold on. The North is more united than
Even Yoruba is more united than us. Even Akwa Ibom, common Akwa Ibom, is assuming our own tribe will look onto their own tribal wars.
So what makes you think that Igbos are not united?
In so many ways.
Don't worry. Can we do a comparative analysis of Igbos and the North? You know the problem is, the mistake many of you make,
Okay.
you talk about the North
Okay.
as a geographical region, which means the 19 states of the North. But because either you are not close enough to know their differences, or that we just ignore their differences. Right?
Yeah.
Now the North, as it is, they have their own differences as well. I hope you know that.
Yeah.
There is no tribe on earth, not even America. There is no country that you can say everybody will come together. No. When it comes to core issues, Igbos are united. Politically, everybody is. Do you know what it means to be a Republican? You have the mind of your own. You know, you have your mind of your own, right? So if you look at it that way, and that's the way I want you to look at it. Be careful. That's the way I want you to look at it. Now, hold on. Now you say the North is united, right? You talk about them here. Now, listen to me. Does the North, I beg you, not the two shout now. The North, who are those that are always emir in the North?
The people that are always being in the North.
Yes.
They are not the real citizen of
what?
The state. When you check it very well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, those that are always emir, what is their population in the North?
Their population?
Yes.
They are,
that is the where they come from. What is their population?
Okay. What I mean is in time of north side, the way they have their own population is because of there is no border is being closed. You know those areas. Yeah, it's true because
you're not getting you're not getting it. Okay. I'll go back a little bit. So let me educate you a little.
Okay.
Most places in the North where you have let me start this way. The largest population in the North is the Hausa. Are you aware?
Yeah.
Do you think that the North equals Hausa people? Do you think that the North is made up of Hausa people?
Like,
have you heard of Fulanis before?
Yes.
Hold on. Have you heard of Waris, Iberis, Kenuris in the North?
Okay.
Have you heard of Nupes before in the North?
Okay.
You see, why it is not good to make such assertion is that when you come close to people that you say they are from the North, you see that the way you think that you are marginalized, that you're not united, that they are even more divided than you think you are. Right?
Yeah.
So sometimes not all this political talk on the televisions that is the issue. The issue is beyond that when people are disjointed. So I'm not saying that the Igbos are perfect, but you cannot keep beating yourself down all the time, comparing yourselves with what is not comparable to. That's what I want you to understand. You're comparing yourself to what is not comparable to.
Okay, do you know why I'm comparing all these things?
Yes.
It's because of, number one, when you say that, before I say so, I have my reasons.
Yeah,
just saying all those things.
Tell me, of course, tell me your reasons. Yes.
Number one, we have the people that is representing us.
Yes.
From every 5 regions.
Yes.
In the south east.
Yes.
Which all those people will have an agreement together with all of them before they were swearing in. That when you get to that place, you will not be nationalistic to your people. And you will not be tribalistic to your people. So when they get to that seat, as in when you now as a tribe come, maybe in Senate, in House, you brought up a solution of your people. Instead of one of your brother or two of your brother or three of your brother to stand up against that motion, to make sure that motion that his brother is raising must be moved for the favors of his people. One person that is from maybe Rivers, Akwa Ibom, that can will stand up and say that motion cannot be moved. Why if another person from no matter part of the north, that anybody that will stood up to make a request from the Senate, you will see every part. That's what they call majority. There's that say nay, have it. There's that say I. That's how they say.
And it's not on what you're doing. Listen here.
That's the only way that I'm always being angry of my people. That's the,
Now, do you know how many?
unity.
Listen. Do you know how many senators you have? You're from the southeast, right?
Yeah.
Do you know how many senators you have from the southeast?
May not be recorded.
No, what do you mean may not be recorded?
On my own, I may not know all of them.
Okay. No. The number.
Yeah,
How
the number.
many they are?
Yeah.
Now, Nigeria has 36 states, right?
Yeah.
Each state produces 3 senators. Southeast has 5 states, right?
Yeah.
If you say you have 5 states, times it by 3, how many is it going to give you? 15 times 3 times 5 is what? 3 times 5 is what now?
Nah, that is 12.
No,
For,
3 times 5.
3 times 5. 15, I don't care.
Okay.
15. That is 15.
So 15 people you have from the southeast. Now, if you want to pass any law where they have 2/3 majority, that means if the whole people there are, let's say, if they are 100, or if they are, just for simplicity of it, if you divide it into 3, you put 2 together, right? Then, as long as 2/3 majority, 2 out of 3 are able to agree on something, that means it stands. So how do you think that 15 people out of 100 plus, how do you think they can make any, how do you think they can, on their own, without any alliance
With all those 100 and...
Exactly. The same thing, listen, before you say, the same thing applies. If from the southwest, that's the Yoruba people, if they bring any bill or proposition to the National Assembly, the same principle applies. But when you don't know these facts and when you don't understand these basic things, you would now go to the street that when they bring something, nobody agrees or Igbo people don't vote. No. There is a reason why laws are made that way, so that people agree. You can go and lobby, right? You can go and lobby for your bill to be passed. But these things are not emotional exercise. That's what I want you to understand.
Well, so who are those people that make all those cheating?
There is no cheating.
Is a lot of cheating on it, because what I'm seeing is a lot of cheating on it. You cannot use your hand and make a law for the masses of the people, and those people that you make the law for, they are having every opportunity to be engaged into those politics, but you cannot be able to allow them to be engaged. But
How?
people will be,
How?
Have you seen any woman that will come out to contest without you being recognized? But there is no any northern man that will come out that they will not, from the child, from the youth to the elder, that they will recognize you. Have you seen anyone here in our Igbo land that they will recognize? Even in my own local government.
Recognized by who? Recognized by who?
From your state, to the federal. Northerners recognize that people down to the federal, underground.
Yeah, but
Yes.
how?
Underground means
Listen,
that
listen,
whatever thing that they are getting from
listen.
the federal must be getting to your hand. Seriously.
When was the last time you left Lagos and you've gone to any part of Nigeria that is in the north?
In the north.
When was the last time you visited northern Nigeria?
I will not lie to you. I don't have any business in Lagos.
Okay. You don't have any business.
Yeah.
Now, a place you have not visited, a place you think that by representation that they are better than you, that they are doing better than you, and you are comparing because Christmas or whatever, you go back home and you are saying your people are not doing anything, are not doing good. You are saying the north is almost like heaven, yet you haven't visited there. So how do you draw a conclusive analogy? And
The reason why I'm drawing all this
yes.
up is because of when the Southeast people from the Senate, House, Governor, local government chairman, council, all those people that have been receiving all those money from the federal capital for the betterment of the people should make things available for the people, and if any of them that those money have been getting to their hand that doesn't bring to proper to the people must brought to the table to question the people and know what the reason that the person does not do anything for the people, and the person must face the consequences so that other people will have a lesson of that.
I agree. It's not an issue that is peculiar to the Southeast. It is what I call politics Nigeriana, politics Nigerian way. I think you would have a better outcome if you look at this as a collective, not saying that these people do this and the other one. For instance, you had a governor in Anambra State, for instance, who does not collect pension. He didn't collect any house. He's not taking any gratuity with anything. Yet there is no governor ever in the north that has been able to do the same thing that the man is doing. So how do you talk, how do you then classify it as the same north that you're talking about? The same north you talk about as if it is heaven and they get everything wrong. It's being ravaged by a Majiri. When you talk about Nigerian poverty and that of school children, without sounding as if you're beating the north down, but it's still ravaged. Many people in the south, especially in the southeast, we build schools and we hand it over to state. So how many people do it the other side? So the point I'm making to you is why there are don't go inside. Why there are issues, but do not think for once that it's just like when you talk about poverty. We are not waiting for handouts.
But the reason why I'm saying all those things is because of northern side has made their people to become the way they want to be, and if any of them
okay, hold on. Northern side has made their people to become
the way they want to be. Yeah, by in a way that the person that will come out for anything on northern side must be the most powerful person and the respected person in the region.
No, but you have contradicted yourself. You said that the north doesn't recognize people. So you mean they recognize because of richness or because of your intellect or because of what?
Like northern side now, all they worship, like maybe we'll have this local government now. In this local government now, there must be a one person that will have his children being educated, and that family now being educated, their educating of their family is to use it to oppress other people, for other people not to see road.
Okay, so
to be
now,
what is going on.
And your argument is that method is fine. We should apply that in the southeast.
It's not that we should apply that. Since we feel that we have sense and we are feeling that we are the most successful person in the world, that we should showcase the world that this is what we are capable to do for ourselves. Not to be looking at other people's face and be saying that this northern side has been facing this kind of challenges. Okay, let my side self be facing the way thing they are doing. When you go to south, the last time I traveled to my hometown, from the boundary of going to southeast, there is no road, there is no way of going to where you are coming from. Still, we have people that is being in the power, we have people representing us, and we have those people being around us, and our people cannot stand up and say no to these people.
You see, you said the last time you went to the east, there are no roads.
There is no road at all. When you start,
Where?
Yeah, when you from
where now? Which road is it? When you cross the Niger Bridge, there was no road in Onitsha.
Baba road no dey. We pass Hala. That Hala will be saying I kidnap the world. Now there we pass on a night. Now we pass. After we pass Hala, we still pass Olo because we pass no road when you go follow from Federal Road come out Imo State. Now Olo, we still road. That Olo serve or motor. Now inside water is sink. All the about 12 o'clock in the night from Lagos. So how many hours? Someone that left Lagos around 8 o'clock in the morning, you are still on the road in Imo State till 12 o'clock because of bad government and the bad road and bad leadership that we have.
And the road was excellent when you left Lagos until you got to the southeast.
Yeah, before I left southeast,
No. The road
was okay.
when you left Lagos down to the southeast, everywhere you used in Lagos, Ondo, or everywhere was excellent until you got to the southeast.
Yes, it was looking good. Yeah, for my own, the road is looking good for me. Assuming that our governors, our senators can apply the wisdom. But I went, I don't finish.
Yeah, I know. Where are you? I think I get to you now. I'm smoking. I gotta come out. I'll call my document when I get it.
I think what is, my advice, try not only to go to the southeast. Okay? No. Try not only to go to the southeast. Buhari came in, Lagos Ibadan Expressway up to Benin. Since 8 years, what PDP cannot fix in 16 years. And they told us to vote out PDP so that they will fix it. Has it been fixed?
No, it's not. That's bad leadership that we are talking about.
No, hold on. And the reason why it hasn't been fixed is the people of Southeast.
Yes, because our people are among the team. Hodges of Kali is among. Hope Osorimo is among. Amechi is among. So many people, the traditional rulers are among. So, Papa, I know several.
So, Hodges Okalo and.
Yeah, he's the first. He's from my state.
They are the reason why
he's from my state. He's from my state.
Lagos Ibadan hasn't been fixed.
Because they are the one. Baba, it's not that they are the one. They are the one that devised the goal. Okay. Let me remove it. Baba, they are the one that advised the government. They are the one that advised the people that they should vote this government, that this government is going to make everything possible to the people.
You see, that's why they are telling you now. In 2 weeks, come out and vote.
I will vote.
You'll be here babbing, and if afterwards you come and complain.
They will lock our gates. This prison will be everywhere. I won't know what is going to happen, Sha. I don't know. We are just praying for God to guide and protect everyone.
So why are you not voting Tinubu then?
Why are not voting?
If you think nobody in the southeast has heard, why are you not voting Tinubu?
I'm not voting anybody because even though I vote, my vote may count, my vote may not count. Because this is Nigeria for us. Everything is all about game. Just because of money is embarrassing someone. I have a very good mission for my people, and I'm praying for God. In time coming, everything will be settled, and we will fight for our people, for the betterment of their life. Because people are suffering.
So you want to go into politics?
Me? Going into politics for myself is for my people. Yeah, to have a liberation. And to know their rights, and to know what belongs to them. Even they are in government or they are not in government, this is what their right is all about. I don't have anybody representing where I'm coming from. So will you brush it?
Yes. You go fade here. Fade a little bit. Yeah. Comb it first before you brush.
Yeah. Lecture.
Oh, people, with the year, now lecture would they give you? There is a lot to. There is a lot to explain to you. I think you are sort of mixing a lot of things up. You know.
Okay.
You know, when you say you blame your people for bringing bad government, you know, I don't know if you have seen if you actually knew how the Southeast voted in the last two elections. If you knew and you understand the meaning and the implication it had for me with Buhari, then I don't think you'll be.
But that day, I know lie, I don't vote for, but that day like this, early morning, I don't go there for this our gates. I want press, not I want.
Now we start filling the staff again.
Yeah.
Come.
Okay, chill
I
this.
want to, I don't want it to scatter, so just make it, you understand, so that it's stable.
If they reach here, I go follow the reach here. My guy is here. I am if they don't reach here.
Very soon to the
Wow.
past.
What I want to do my video right there for front.
But no go down.
Yes, sir. Last time I saw your conversation, it was what Ifeanyi Ejimofo with what do they call it? Samuel Eba.
You might be able to say, I will post the document when I get my order. My document I will want to.
Okay.
When I stubbornness was also, if not like this, by now I will have no real person for one day for this planning. Not before bad, for better for the people. Now for Abana, they won't go crown Amy of Abba. What does that one happen?
So what you said they want to crown Emir of Aba?
Yes.
Have you hold on? Have you ever heard of Njenje of Lagos? Have you ever heard of Njenje of Sokoto?
Okay.
No, I'm asking you.
Yes.
What's the difference?
Very, very clear. In Kwara, when we have Kwara doesn't have Oba. It doesn't have this. There is a name of Kwara people's king, but this Emi, which they accepted to be crowned in Kwara, was ignored to the people that say that this it doesn't mean anything.
You're jumping. I asked you a simple question. Have you ever heard of Njenje of
That's
any
what I want to
place?
tell you. Njenje is that place that you are. Njenje is not existing in your father's house because you are not recognized. You cannot come to your father's land and their land and your king.
Yeah, but when they have Sarikin of Abia, Sarikin of Onitsha, who does he have jurisdiction over? The same way as Njenje have jurisdiction over Njenje, to the point that Njenje is Njenje of Amwad of Munshi, right? Hold on. It does not apply to a Yoruba person. So when a Yoruba says Igbos come to Yoruba land and crown Njenje, it's ignorance, right? Okay. That's ignorance.
Okay.
Because that Njenje is a title, in as much as I'm not in support of it, I don't like it, but it's just for like Igbo association. The same thing happens when you have Sarikin, which you now say is Emir of Aba. Hold on now. and most places is where you have the northerners trade. You see, we must as a people begin to walk away from false information that sometimes pretends a trade as a result of not understanding the whole thing.
So it's not false information.
Because
It's still
listen,
released to the
you still
television. The
forget.
governor of the state, the governor of other state was against it. That is not official. Yes, because everything
The governor, have you heard where the
I
same?
apply this one for you.
Don't apply it directly. Just yes.
So it's,
I beg the thing the pepper.
alright,
You see what you do here? Here is smaller than here. Right? If you like see your hand shift here. Be very careful. Then get a number, this one, just brush this one a little bit. Yes. So you want my number?
Yes, I will.
0708 004 2206. Sorry. This one is sorry, thanks. Ngon, you can keep the change and use it for him.
no problem, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
But
Okay.
I will message you.
No worries. Yes. So people, wahala day, wahala day. I just had my haircut now, and I can tell us that without prejudice, there is a lot of misinformation, you know. And the reason why I do this whenever I go cut my hair is very simple. I engage the barber, I engage the people at the salon, and it has always been consistent, right? The reason why there is need for education is not that you know or you learn how to solve maths only, but it is to gain the knowledge and the understanding of how to apply information that you read. Now, in the name of, I would say, maybe agitation or whatever, a lot of falsehood has been spewed out. And when people just listen without contrary information, they will tend to believe wholeheartedly whatever has been said in any broadcast, be it on Facebook or YouTube. And because most times, when you want to dispel misinformation, the internet mob also, who are drivers of certain narrative for the, driving this narrative for certain reasons, which applies to them, would accuse you of either being sellout or whatever. So he continues. Just like when someone, like the discussion we were having in that barber shop now is that there is, the Southeast is not doing well. Every other person is doing well, blah, blah, blah. That Southeast is the... So I asked the question, is the Southeast also the reason why, but this is Lagos, so let me show you guys. This is what the Mongo Park of Lagos built. This is Gota Lagos, see. And this is Ikoyi. This is shit. People poo here. This is shit. Yeah, shit. This is not Ajegule. This is Ikoyi. This is Awolowo Road where I stay, right? Awolowo Road, Ikoyi. So that you guys know, this is the Lagos, the Mongo Park, the Emiloko, the Baba Blue, the Blue Blah. This is the Lagos he built, where people pay millions in taxes. See Standard Chartered Bank there. People are queuing to withdraw money. Megidani. People are queuing to withdraw money. You see him? So that's Nigeria for you. Why I'm doing this is to show you that east, west, north, south in this country, there is a hell of job to do. Look, this is a hotel. And look at all their generators everywhere littered like mad people. This one is gutter. Petrol there is a fuel scarcity is easing up, right? Man, so people are still buying fuel. So like what I was saying, and I'll continue saying, is that the level of misinformation is, sometimes it scares me. We assign to people powers that they never and they will never control. When someone believes that the reason why Lagos Onitsha Expressway has not been fixed is because of people like Oju Zokalo, yet the same person drove from Lagos to the east. Thank you. The same person drove from Lagos to the east without noticing bad road anywhere at all. But the moment he got to the east, he noticed bad road. And Lagos Lagos Ore, Abi Ibadan is not across the road. It's not bad, but and sometimes I just wish that we can do better in thinking. We mustn't all agree, but at least if we do better in thinking, it may actually help us to hold these misleaders, because that's a better way to call them, misleaders. It may help to hold them to account, It may help to hold them to account, because the things they are doing now, you can see what I just showed you now. Maybe those who are there do not have toilets or whatever. And you can see people actually, adult, pooing on open space in gutters. You just keep wondering, morning, what manner of people is this? Anyway, I'm back to my abode now, people. Bottom line is, I'm getting ready to head to TBS. So we should be streaming the, the town hall. I have a team there at the town hall with students. I think that should be live now. Maybe that's why I don't have many people here. But I am heading now to TBS, and we're going to Lagos. Here we did. We go choke. We go choke. So everyone, thank you very much for joining me. I am still Mazes, okay? Live in Lagos. Thank you.